समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Okay, now we're doing verse 20th today, and the last verse had said that these cruel haters, worst among men in the world, I hurl these evildoers forever into the womb of the demons only. See, Sanskrit, known as the mother of all languages, I know people doubt, but here, ye dekho ye shabd, krura, krura, and the English cruel. So there are plenty similar sounding words in English which have a Sanskrit origin, surprisingly strangely. I don't know how, but it sounds the same. So here it is, like the word near. You know, near, even in Sanskrit, near means close, coming close. In English, also near, same thing. So here, anyway, he says over here that I hurl these evildoers forever into the womb of the demons only. Now, this forever means many, many times. You know, in any kind of Puranic literature, scriptural literature, all those things that you feel are exaggerations, they are only underlined words. It only means that the teacher is emphasizing on them. That's all it means. Okay. So a repetition also they don't do generally, but when they do a repetitive statement, it only means that the teacher is wanting the student to sit up and notice it. Okay. Now here let's come to the next one. Asurim yonimapanna mudha janmane janmane mama prapyaiva kaunteya tato yantyadhamam gatim. Entering into demoniac wombs. The deluded in birth, the deluded in birth after, what is this? Wombs and deluded in birth after birth, not attaining me, they thus fall, O Konteya, into conditions still lower than that. Now, when he says not attaining me, he means not attaining peace and beatitude, which is the nature of reality. The nature of reality is Shanta. So he means that they will never get peace. They will never get bliss. When there is no agitation in the mind, you are happy, isn't it? The moment your desire is fulfilled, for that little few moments, you're very happy, isn't it? How? Why? Because swastha, you come back to your real self. So that is called swastha. Health is also called swastha. Swastha means established in yourself. Swastha. Stha means established in. And swa means yourself, in myself, in my reality. So here he says that those who do not attain me, they thus fall, O Konteya, into conditions still lower than that. Now, it is not that if you were a human being, you can again be born only as a human being. It's not true. According to the kind of desires you have, you will go from birth to birth, down the ladder or up the ladder. If you have noble desires, if you have desires to perfect yourself, if you have desires to pull yourself up and make yourself into a perfect human being, noble human being, you go up the ladder. right? You get born into better and better families, get nobler and nobler parentage. But if you want to go down, you can be born in the house of thieves, smugglers, robbers, also drug addicts. You can be born even as an animal. You can be born as an insect. You can be born as a worm, a filthy worm in a drain. So just think of that. That's what he's saying, that birth after birth, they keep taking, you know, birth after birth, they keep going down or up. Now, these people keep going lower, still lower. Huh? So again and again, they get the same uh, Asuric values, they get the same kind of surroundings, they get the same kind of parents, brothers, sisters, who will keep conditioning their mind to do again and again these Asuric qualities. Okay. Now, but they never get peace. You see, it is something like this. You've seen these small babies when they cry and the milk is not yet ready. So the mother gives them a placebo, whatever it's called, to suck on. It has a nipple and a little bit of sweet honey or something in it. So the child keeps sucking on it, thinking that he has found the mother's milk and he's sucking on it. But then very soon he starts crying again because there's no milk coming from there. So his hunger remains, isn't it? So that is the same effect that these satisfying of desires have. You do not get happiness from them, you get pleasure. And what are you searching for? You are searching for permanent happiness. So that permanent happiness you never get from the pleasures in life, because they do not have the capacity, the objects and situations and people in life do not have it in them to give you happiness. Happiness is your own state of mind, and that state of mind is never achieved by acquiring objects or achieving kinds of situations or finding people that you love, because from there you will only get pleasure, and that pleasure will be momentary. So, and every time, you feel cheated. Every time you feel, oh, I got this, and it was so good, so nice. And then you feel cheated. A new car. Yeah. So the old car is anyway discarded and you don't even want to look at it. And the new car, you're all the time, aha, my new car, aha, my new car. You're fascinated by it, boasting about it, going about in it, and all that. After a few years, when a new model comes out, something more fantastic comes in the market, then again the same thing, again the same thing, you know. So just see, over here it is repetitive. Again and again and again, the same thing keeps on happening. So you impulsively, indiscriminately purchase things, indiscriminately you do things, and then after a little while, the same story again and again repeats. Now, here, but the Gita says that nobody is eternally condemned to hell. See, the mind creates a hell, uh, definitely, but that hell doesn't remain permanently. Nothing in the world remains permanently, just nothing. It is a Mahamantra that this also shall pass. It's a Mahamantra, Guru Dev used to say. So, cold, heat, love, hate, loss, profit, all these dwandas keep changing again and again and again. And you keep going up and down with them. So, he says that nothing absolutely is eternal. So you are also not condemned continuously. And Gurudev has written that it is illogical or stupid to even think that this situation or this damnation will remain forever. It will not. Hmm. So what is the remedy? So here now in these next 2 or 3 verses, the Gita Acharya gives the remedy of how or what should you do so that you can rise up the ladder of evolution. Okay. Now Trividham narakasedam dwaram nashanamaatmanah kamah krodha tatha lobha tasmadetatrayam tyajet. These three are the gates of hell. This has been again and again, stated in the Geeta. We have done it continuously. Those of you who have been attending the past talks or following the Geeta from the beginning, they know that this is a repetitive statement in the Geeta, that Kama, Krodha and Lobh, these are the three gates of hell, he says. ये तीनों त्रिविधम नरकस्येदम, ये नरक के द्वार हैं. See the first line? All these three narak ke dwar hain, but nashanamatmanah, and they are self-destructive. They are the ones that pull you down. They are the ones that are devolutionary in nature. So, kama causes krodh. We have done this very many times. And lobh is a never-ending process. Lobh, you get the thing, again you're not happy. You lose the thing, again you're not happy. See, there are two things Oscar Wilde used to say, that there are only two tragedies in life. One is getting what you want, and the other is not getting what you want. And the bigger tragedy is getting what you want. You know why? Because you lose the beautiful fascination for it. You lose the beautiful chaha for it. And how sad is that, There was a man who asked another man that, oh, but you are marrying this lady, but this is not the one you love. So he said, yes, I know, because I love the other one much too much to marry her. Because think about it. Look what he said, that I love her too much to marry her. That means once you marry her and you are in a familiar domestic situation, we have umpteen examples, don't we? Umpteen examples, house after house. So what happens to that fascination? What happens to that madness of desire? That fascination is gone. So these three, Lobh is also a tragedy, Kam and Krodha also tragedies. And these are what? They are the ones that keep troubling your mind all the time. They keep irritating your mind all the time. And so he says that these, and the word used is Tyajet. Tyajet means Tyajet means abandon or give up, let go, anything you like. Now, can you let go of something that was never there? In the first place, try to think. काम, क्रोध and लोभ, ये तीनों जो हैं, are they tangible realities? Did the Lord create them as he created all the five elements from which everything is made? Did he do that? No. So who created these? काम, क्रोध, लोभ कहां से आया? सोचो. Generated by your mind. It is unreal. There is no such thing. It is just a thought. There is no reality to thought. It keeps arising and dying, arising and dying. Isn't that true? You know it from experience. Question yourself on this. When he says Tyajet, what does it mean? Are they there really? How interesting to give up something that doesn't exist. It is a discipline. He's talking about a discipline. Therefore, one should abandon these three. So, see, lust can be for anything. So, वो क्या है? Kama. Kama. It can be for power. It can be for money. It can be for a human being. It can be for a situation. It can be for an object. So, lust can change shapes and names. It can change colors. But lust is lust. That means, uncontrollable desire for something, which makes you helpless. That is called lust. Intense desire. And then the result of that desire, when you don't get it, is krodha. And krodha, you know what happens to the mind? Not only the mind, what happens to your whole body? You have to only study medical science to know that how many hormones in the body release poisons in your body when you are angry. So, whom are you harming when you are angry? Think about it. Think about it. Whom are you harming? You think that you have scored a point with somebody. You have scored nothing. You have only harmed yourself. Right? So Gurudev used to say that these three are gates to hell. There is no fourth one. And he says, because it is an overcrowded place and they want to restrict entry. So he used to say that just these three gates, no fourth one. And he says that then he also looked at us and he said, the three gates of hell are not breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not the three, because he used to say that your mind only goes to food. It can never travel to anything higher. And that is why you are continuously in hell. Desire also, when it is fulfilled, it putrefies. A, a fulfilled desire dies in your own embrace. The moment you get it and you are in possession of it, a few moments of pleasure is what you get. After that, it's gone. The fascination is over, isn't it? Just like the great marbles that a child used to treasure. I give this example many times, that all those colored, transparent, transparency of light producing marbles, that little boy has been collecting. It's his treasure. Once he becomes a teenager, then he gives them all to the little brother. The little brother cannot believe it. He says, are you giving them all to me? He says, yes. He says, forever? He says, yes. The little one is still fascinated when he gets it. The older one thinks it's a nuisance to keep them and he parts with them, isn't it? And supposing they were given to the father to keep, how happy is the father receiving that treasure? And how unhappy will the father be when that treasure is taken away from him by the son? Not at all. Not at all. Think about it. So you place the value on things, then you lust for them, you desire them, and then when you don't get them, you are angry. And all your peace is gone from your mind. If you get them, the fascination is gone from your mind. So what use is this? And he says, Tyajet, Tyajet, what? A thought that you yourself generated. Just let go that thought. It is very easy, believe me. It is very easy. Just try. Just try. So here, come to the next one. Eter vimukta kaunteya tamodvare stribhirnarah acharatyatmana shreyah tato yati param gatim. Now, here Krishna is advising us what to avoid for a peaceful, equanimous, happy life. See, these are guidelines, and they are guidelines given to you कि क्या करो और क्या नहीं करो. ठीक है? Now, so Gurudev, इसका famous statement है that you are punished not for your sins but by your sins. You do a wrong act and immediately you will be punished for it. You will not be punished for it. You will be punished by it. If some lady is wearing those, what are they called, pencil heels or what heels, where a tip of the heel is on the floor and she is walking or dancing and she sprains her ankle on that. So, whom is she punished by? Is she punished by the Lord? She did a wrong thing and she was punished by that thing. If you jump from the 20th floor, is the God killing you? Is God killing you? No. You have not obeyed the law. And the divine laws are such that they themselves will punish you. The Lord doesn't come into the picture. He neither asked you to jump from there, nor he is there to save you when you jump from there. ठीक है ना? So it is like that here you are asked by him what not to do. And like if you touch a live wire, electrical live wire, everybody told you don't touch it, don't touch it. But then the Lord doesn't become a policeman to punish you for it. The touching of the live wire, the act itself is going to punish you. So be wise. You have to be wise to do only those things that will result in happiness, that will result in your evolution, that will result in peace and beatitude. So now this verse, let us say that what are the ways in which we can be happy for life? Now he says a man who is liberated from these three gates to darkness. What were the three gates? We remember, na? Kama, Krodha, and Lobha. These were the three gates to hell. To hell means to sorrow. And a man who is liberated from these three gates to darkness, O Kaunteya, practices what is good for him. Krishna calls Arjun Kaunteya when he feels a lot of love for him, or when he feels obliged to give him good advice. So he addresses him as Kunti's son. Kunti was Krishna's aunt also, and he was very fond of Kunti. And so when he says Kaunteya, he is reminding him that you are like a brother to me. And when you are like a brother to me, I am not so, I am not such a wicked person that I will give you wrong advice. I am giving you a loving advice for your benefit, right? So here he says, O Kaunteya practices what is good for him and thus goes to the supreme goal. Supreme goal, the Gurudev used to call it the grand trunk road to the Lord. Then you don't have to look here and there. You will go straight. You don't have to ask which path should I follow. You do not have to ask which is the discipline that will take me further. No, it will not. So here they call, when you go into these three, that is these three dark gates to darkness, if you go through them, where do you reach? You reach animalistic behavior. You reach more greed, you reach more desire, and you reach more anger. That's all that happens to you. You go to these, and it's a repetitive action. All of you must be knowing this, that you eat or drink some one thing which you like, and then you go on repeating it, isn't it? I want to have ice cream from that particular shop, that particular brand that I had eaten there in Italy, from that shop, from that vendor. That specific, isn't it? And you want to repeat it. So you will go all the way to Italy to do that, isn't it? Though the ice cream in India may be better than that, or the ice cream anywhere else may be much better than that. But then, okay, Ghirardelli chocolate. You will go all the way there to buy it, isn't it? So, repetitive action that you have enjoyed, or found pleasure in is repetitive. So if you have enjoyed kama, krodha, moha, then you will keep on doing it. And the amount of energy that you dissipate, the amount of mental strength that you lose in running about for these things will only take you down, it will ruin your health, it will bring fatigue to your mind and body. It will bring fatigue, it will bring sorrow. So all the old great rishis of yore ask you to give them up. And he says over here, so these three gates of hell you must give up. Acha, then the term over here uses shreyas. Look at the second line. Acharatyatmanah shreya tato yate param gatem. He says that, O Kaunteya, practice what is good for him. The wise man, liberated man, practices what is good for him. Somebody who lives a very long life, or somebody who has lived a happy life, don't people ask him, what do you do that you are so healthy? What is your routine? What do you eat that you are so healthy? Isn't it? क्या पूछते हैं ना? And these are the answers that this person has given. So everybody tries to do the same thing because they want to live happily, they want to live in a healthy manner. So here also it is just this, that what should he do? Abhi tak to he had, given that don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. So don't go to these three gates in health. Don't ever do that. Now what should you do? The word Shreyas tells you that. Shreyas has, as Gurudev has also written, I also know that Shreyas cannot be really translated into another language because it has an atmosphere of two, three things around it. It has no answers. Now, what is it? It evokes correlative terms. One is benefiting yourself, not only benefiting, but bringing peace and happiness to yourself. And not only to yourself, but to the people anywhere around who come in contact with you. You look after their welfare, their peace, their happiness as well. And that act is called Shreyas. See how beautiful it is. This Sanskrit word is very, very beautiful. Some people keep a name, Shreya. Shreya is the same thing. Somebody who gives peace and happiness not only acquires for himself, but he does those actions which will bring peace and equipoise happiness to all who come in contact with that person. ठीक है ना? तो ये है. So he says do that. So it is Shreyas should always be practiced, and it can bring about a whole lot of noble qualities in you. It will bring about a whole lot of peace and happiness in your soul. It will lift you up. It will lift you up in evolution, and it will liberate you from these three gates. It will liberate you from desire. It will liberate. See, he is the richest who does not desire wealth. A person who, no matter how rich he is, if he goes on desiring wealth, more and more and more, is he poor or is he rich? Think about it. A poor man sitting under a tree says that I am happy. The Lord has given me enough and I'm okay. Is he the rich man or the king who goes on hungering for other people's kingdoms, other people's wealth? Is he more happy? Think about it. He's a beggar. If he goes on trying to snatch profit from others, he's a beggar. He is not a giver. Only a giver is happy. So, Shreyas, the term tells you that a person who practices Shreyas is the one who will be always happy. And there will be a tremendous, Gurudev writes, cultural unfoldment. But cultural unfoldment, as he says, is not revolutionary, it is evolutionary. Revolution happens overnight. Evolution happens over years and years and years. You evolve. We all know, no? We've studied anthropology, you have studied biology, you have studied how has a human being evolved? Hasn't it taken eons and eons and thousands of years for a human being to evolve from a unicellular organism up to what he has become today? Isn't that true? So how many years did it take? That is evolution. So don't think that by practicing these that you try to control. I am saying control, let go, abandon, use any term you like, these three. This is the advice given by the Geeta. So please try to remember it. Please try to practice it. But believe me, it cannot be practiced overnight. It cannot be done immediately. Your mind will again and again run after objects. Your mind will again and again be unhappy. Your mind will again and again lust for things. Your mind will be greedy for things, to do them again and again and again, to buy them again and again, taste them again and again, see them again and again. But when your mind starts telling you, as that American phrase, been there, done that, enough. I don't want any. I have no fascination for it. Only then these three will drop from your mind. So be alert about what your mind is thinking. Be very, very alert about what your mind is thinking. So obviously, the question that comes into a student's mind will always be that what is the positive practice? Negative तो आपने बता दिया, ये छोड़ो, ये छोड़ो, ये छोड़ दो. So one is Shreyas. He has told you that you have to practice Shreyas. Whenever you do an action, Gurudev used to say, ask yourself this question, that how does this action of mine profit anybody, even a little bit? That is the test for Shreyas. If your action profits just anybody, even an animal or an insect or a human being, even one human being, that is Shreyas. ठीक है ना? तो आप किसी को सुख दे रहे हैं, किसी को शांति दे रहे हैं, किसी को प्यार दे रहे हैं, किसी को हंसाई दिया, even that is Shreyas. Very few people know how to make another person cheerful. So the gift of humor, those people who have that sense of humor are great people because they make others laugh. And once you laugh, all your tension of Kama Krodha Lobh goes. So that is another remedy, right? Come to this verse. Yah shastra vidhim mutsrajya vartate kamakaratah na siddhim avapnoti na sukham na param gatim. He who, having cast aside the ordinances of the scriptures, acts under the impulse of desire, attains not perfection, nor happiness, nor the supreme goal. Now, see, if you do not go according to the roadmap that the scriptures or the shastras have given you, you are bound to devolve. Now you will say, how can we say that the scriptures are an authority? Why should we believe? Why do you believe scientists? Why do you believe a physicist? Why do you believe an astrophysicist? Why do you believe a doctor when he prescribes you medicine? Don't you believe it? You have Shraddha in all these people. Same way, these rishis and munis who have laid out these principles, this is Krishna himself, the Lord himself telling you something. Don't believe it? When you say, I don't believe that electricity can give me a shock, try it. Yeah. Even an ordinary good for nothing electrician will tell you that if you put your finger in this hole, it will give you a shock. You say, I don't believe it. Why should I believe you? I'm an MBA, I'm a this, I'm a PhD, I'm a falana. Why should I believe just a mere electrician? Then touch it and see. See, so here, this was their subject. These Rishi Munis have very, very deeply thought about these things and then laid out roadmaps which are in the Shastras. And here Krishna is advising you that Shastra Vidya, he says, see, he who having cast aside the ordinances of the scriptures, ordinance is almost like a law. It's a law. So he says that the law created by me, if you cast that aside, under the impulse of desire, attains not perfection. You will never, never get perfection. Because you're doing ulta. If you want to go to Chennai and you take a train to Amritsar, think about it. Aren't you doing the opposite? Aren't you going in the opposite way? How then will you ever reach Chennai? You cannot. You are doing a wrong action. So here it is just a guiding thing. You can't be stupid. If the railway timetable is telling you that train number 17 down goes to Chennai, and you say, I don't believe this, I'll take whichever train I want, and you take another good looking train, Vande Bharat, to Amritsar. But then where is that train going? You wanted to reach Chennai, landed up in Amritsar. So people who do not go by what the scriptural ordinances have been given, and mind you, scriptures have not imagined it. They have written these after very, very deep thought and very solid experience that those things are written, just like a great physicist or a scientist writes a book on physics. And you, like a fool, say, I don't believe this. I don't believe this. You have no experience, you have no study, you have done no research, and you don't respect what that great physicist is saying. You are bound to suffer, bound to suffer. So these rules have been laid down. So when you apply them and in the right direction, they will take you. Now, see the don't think that the Shastras are fanatical or that they are orthodox or they belong to another century and that age old archaic language and archaic thought I am not going to go for. Never think like that. Always ask experience what it has experienced. And here, these are experienced beings. The Shastras, the person who was a kind of a doctorate in the Shastras was called a Shastri. Shastris were great learned people. You've heard the surname, na? One of our prime ministers was also Lal Bahadur Shastri. So Shastri must be some ancestor of his, and that surname has caught on. Surnames are because of professions. In many, many places, surnames are because of professions. Even surnames like goldsmith, blacksmith, in the West, right? Over here also you have many Purohit. Huh? You have Purohit, Agnihotri, Trivedi, Dvivedi, Chaturvedi, all these, and Mishra, all these are what? According to the profession. In Parsis, all the surnames are according to the professions, isn't it? Postwala, nut screw bolt wala, yeah, soda water bottle wala. Wala means off. The person who deals with this was given that name. Don't you say kabadi wala, sabzi wala, hai na? Same way. So here, according to the profession. So have shraddha, have belief, have faith in what experienced people have been saying, again and again and again. And again, they have said only one thing: renounce desire. Any religion worth its name will tell you that these are the steps to peace. These are the steps to. So then you will say, oh, so one should not want anything in life. So where is the driving force? Where is the motive? Towards which side should we ever go? If there is no motive, no desire. Calm is desire. But desire motivates your body and mind to move in a certain direction. And if there is no desire, there will be no desire. Yes, but you should not desire, but desire should not get you. When desire turns to absolutely unqualified lust, then it will rule you. You cannot rule it. Go for it, but go only that much. That will not trouble you. Don't allow it to ride your mind. Achieve, but don't allow it to ride your mind. As I said last time also, that a good seeker is he who understands that one alternative is as good as the other. So desire, but have this clearly in your mind that if it happens, very good. If it doesn't happen, that also very good. Then it will not ride you. You will be in control of it. Yes, you will be in control of it. You will be the Maharathi. That means the reins are in your hand of all the horses, and you take them where you want to take them. Not that they are dragging you wherever you go. So, otherwise, what will happen? Otherwise, this happens is that it is you keep doing things and achieving them also, but it is like putting money into a torn pocket. You earn, you run after, you gain it, and then you lose it because your pocket is torn. And kama, krodh, and moh, these are the three things that tear your pocket. Come to the last verse. Tasmat shastram pramanam te karya vyavasthitau gyatva shastra vidhanoktam karma kartumiharhasi. Therefore, let the scriptures be thy authority in determining what ought to be done and what ought not to be done. Having known what is said in the ordinance of the scriptures, thou shouldst act here in this world. Now, this is a clear instruction by Krishna. And he starts with therefore. Tasmat means therefore. So, therefore, follow the Shastras. Respect the authority of the Shastras. They have not been written by some daydreamer. They have been written after a whole lot of research by rishis and munis. And they have written out of experience. So, just like a mother pulls a child back from trying to catch the flame of the flame of the candle fascinates the child and he reaches out his hand to hold it. The mother is experienced that this flame will burn the hand of the child. So, even if the child cries, the mother pulls him back. Child cries again, the mother will still pull him back. So, the Shastras are like that loving mother who tell you, give you guidelines out of love, out of experience. And the experience is of millions and millions of people who have gone the same path. In India, India abounds in holy people, abounds in rishis, munis, who have spent their life doing this kind of research. And what is their lab? Their lab is a Himalayan cave where they sit and meditate, where they sit and ruminate on the hard facts of life and how to gain happiness. We are the ones who run about like mad vermin all over the place, seeking happiness, which we never get because of this torn pocket. Try to. Then, today's youngster says that these are scriptural shackles. You have yourself written these, human beings have written these scriptures, and they have set out rules. Those rules are like hatkadi. The rules are like shackles on your wrists. Do this and don't do this. Do you call the rules of electricity shackles? Do you call the rule of gravity your shackle? Do you call the rule of anything in nature your shackle? It is a law. It is a rule. Don't obey it. The same example I'm giving you as electricity. Say nahi, main to manta hi nahi. Okay, mat mano. Touch the live wire. Put your hand in the socket. Put your finger in the socket and see what happens. Jump from the ninth floor and see what happens. I don't believe in gravity. It's a shackle on me. I will do what I like. Okay, form your own rules. Do what you like. Then suffer. A wise person is he who learns from the mistakes of others. And it is a fool who says that no, unless and until I experience, I will not believe it. So experience it then. That is just a hard way of learning. Okay? This is the easy way of learning. So they have set a standard, they have lovingly set a guidance for you, and follow that guidance. And for that, Gurudev has said something very nice, that this teaching is like a gem lying at the bottom of the well. It's like a diamond ring lying at the bottom of the well. And the rishis and munis have shown it to you, that there it is, go and get it. But to get that, when you dive into a well to retrieve that ring, what do you have to do? Control your breath, control your speech, isn't it? Controlling your breath, controlling your speech is how you dive into deep water to fetch a very expensive ring, which somebody has shown you lovingly that there it is, go and get it. So, similarly, this teaching will become yours if in silence and in breath control. You control breath, you control your mind. The breath and mind are very closely linked. If there is no oxygen gone into the brain becomes dead or not. The brain dies first, body dies later. Haven't you heard the phrase brain dead? He's lying in the hospital, but he's brain dead. Brain dead means what? That the oxygen supply to his brain did not reach, and so he died. So, breath control is mind control. That is why they say that when anger is rising in your mind, take deep breaths. When there is nervousness, don't people tell you today that deep breathe when you want to calm your mind, when you want to get rid of tension, when you want to get rid of anger, take 20 deep breaths. Why? Because the breath and the mind are closely linked. So when you control the breath, you are easily able to control the mind. This is a trick. The other trick is speech. The more nonsense you talk, the more energy is wasted. And when you dissipate energy from your body and mind, no energy is left for you to meditate and rise higher, or no energy is left for you to do noble actions and rise up. So think about it. Think about it very, very carefully. And it is only with a controlled mind, controlled breath, and also controlled speech that you gain power over calm, krodha, and lobh. And you will arrive at the truth. And the truth is totally peace giving. It is the nature of truth. There is no ripple in the truth. It's totally peaceful. And you attain joy, and peace. Happiness and peace are synonymous. There can be no peace and no happiness with it. There can never be happiness if your mind is not peaceful. They are synonymous. And that is why Shankara and Vivek Chudamani compares it to Nistaranga Jal Rashi Nishchalam. Nistaranga, a Jal Rashi without any wave or ripple. Nishchalam. Nishchalam means absolutely placid.